cutie at the truck stop knows my name. Threw the candle in the midnight oil and lit up the honky-tonk highway. I see the sun come up, cause I ain't been to bed. Gonna have my name cut into a stone when I lay my head. No rest for the wicked, at least for a few hundred miles. I'm running wild, ride the lightning, run on empty in the ring of fire. Rolling like the Mississippi, oh mama tried. But I got bad down to my bones, don't know where I'm gonna go, oh sweet child, I'm running wild.
Hi, my name is Dean, and this is my AirCam. It's a twin-engine, Rotax-powered fun machine. I live in Boise, and I just absolutely love flying this thing.
One of the things that's really cool about the AirCam is that when you're sitting in the front seat, you have a complete unrestricted view of everything around you. There's nothing in front of you, there's nothing to the side, and there's nothing above you. So it's this panoramic view that you have around you. It's almost like you're sitting in the front seat of a fighter plane. It's really cool. You feel a little bit like a fighter pilot when you're sitting in this thing, don't you?
Yeah, because the visibility is incredible.
And of course, the AirCam does have two engines. So you have the safety of two engines, and the engines are the Rotax 912 ULS 100 horsepower engines. And yes, there's plenty of power there. In fact, the airplane will climb. On one engine, you can lose an engine on takeoff. And most twin-engine airplanes have what's called a blue line, and that is the minimum controllable airspeed that you have to have in the event of an engine loss. You do not take the airplane off the ground until you get to blue line. Then you know if you have an engine loss, you have enough rudder authority to compensate. Well, the big thing about the AirCam, one of the safety aspects of it, is it has this gigantic rudder. I mean, I'm 6'1", and I cannot even reach to the top of that rudder. So when an engine goes out, as Dean is going to demonstrate, he says it's barely even noticeable. So let's go fly this thing.
Woo! I feel that. There we go. We're off. 63 miles an hour. We're doing about 1,000 foot per minute climb rate. Now we're at 1,300 feet per minute.
Wow. And that's with two big boys in it.
Yep.
Very impressive. So if you lose an engine right now, is it going to keep flying?
Yes.
Can you demonstrate that?
Sure.
Okay.
There's the left engine.
That's it?
Yep. I'll just lower the nose a bit to keep the speed going.
So may I try an engine cutoff?
Sure.
Okay. Okay, so just I've got the airplane.
Okay.
You're with me. Why don't you go ahead and you kill an engine, and I'll just. Okay, so right there, lower the nose, gear up, flaps up, identify, verify. Left leg is the dead leg, so left engine is out, right?
Yep.
Oh, that was hardly anything. I mean, that was just a gentle rudder input.
Yep.
But it's not hard to maintain altitude, and you can even climb on one engine because the service ceiling is 8,500 feet. If you lose an engine in while you're flying, you can just keep flying. Well, because you are literally building multi-engine tailwheel hours, right? Because it's a tailwheel airplane. So to be legal under the FAA regulations, then yeah, you have to go get your tailwheel endorsement, which I did. And then I had to go get my multi-engine rating at Silverhawk, which is where I went and did it in the Seminole. So I cruise usually around 82 to 85 miles an hour, and if you get up to high enough altitude, then you can easily do 100 miles an hour on the ground. But the nice thing with the AirCam is you go down low. If you're fighting headwinds at altitude, you can go down to low altitude where usually is not as much wind.
Fuel burn?
It's anywhere from I think your minimum at low power is like 6 gallons an hour, but when your cruise settings around 10, it's about the same as a Cessna. 2 engines.
Car gas?
Yeah, unleaded with no ethanol added. So.
Right. Stall speed?
When we were stalling, it was about 40.
Okay.
It was actually braking. I think when we hit the brake point, it was like dip below 40 before it hit the nose dip. If you put the flaps in, yeah, you can come in basically at like almost 35 miles an hour and touch down.
Climb rate?
Single pilot operation at sea level is 2,000 foot per minute max, but I usually see even Idaho 1,500 feet per minute by myself. And I think when we were flying together, we were getting about 1,200. I typically set my threshold for cruise to a cruise for 2 hours and then land and get fuel. That way I have enough reserve. You know, if you throttle back, you can loiter for a long time. So, I mean, you could literally stay airborne for 5 or even 6 hours because you can run it down to 5 gallons per hour if you run it really low throttle.
But you didn't buy this to go fast. You bought this to
go low, yeah. And to sightsee.
The AirCam airplane is a great way to explore new horizons down low. You'll feel like a barnstormer of old. With 2 engines, you don't have to worry about being below the trees or being close to the ground. You don't go very fast, but this was made to go slow. You won't break speed records, but you'll be safe and build twin engine time without breaking the bank.
Here's a little bit of history for you on the AirCam. Back in the 1990s, National Geographic wanted an aerial platform that it could fly low level over the Congo with, fly safely at low levels, do surveillance, video, and photography from. Shortly thereafter, Phil Lockwood introduced the AirCam, and to this day, it's still an incredible aerial platform because of its visibility. It's still incredibly safe because of the 2 engines, and on top of that, it's just a lot of fun.
Since you know all airplanes are female and it has a horse on it, I had to call it the Flying Philly. So,
but I love the layout on the cockpit. I mean, you got your dual controls. Where's your instrumentation? Is your engine display on here?
Yeah, the engine instruments are all right down here on this panel. So you just get digital readouts for the engines. You've got your primary flight display information here and your navigation display. Plus I have additional moving map down here on my iPad with ForeFlight. And then this down here originally was a Garmin GPS, but it was one of those portable, handheld portables that could be mounted in the panel. And I took it out and made my own panel and put in the mount for the iPad mini. So I figured that I could fit a mini in there, which I was able to do. That way I have the iPad mini for my flight plan. It interfaces to the Dynon through a Wi-Fi connection, so that I can get traffic down there. I also can then send any routes that I plan in ForeFlight to the Dynon, and they show up on the Dynon. Big flaps, yeah. And I can go to 40 degrees of flaps. So I usually only go to 30 degrees, but if I come in on 30 degrees of flaps, I can land in under 200 feet and just basically do a 3-point landing and just roll short distance.
Personally, I enjoyed flying that AirCam. It's a great way to build tail dragger time and also multi-engine time without breaking the bank. Remember, it's not about how fast you go, it's about how many hours you put on the clock, and that's a pretty good way to do it. Hey, by the way, I want to thank you guys. You've helped us to now reach 5,000 subscribers. I know we're one of the small guys, but you're hitting that subscribe button is helping us to grow, and I just want to say I really appreciate it. We'll catch you soon.
These days, a night shift cutie at the truck stop knows my name. Through the candle in the midnight oil lit up the honky-tonk highway. I see the sun come up, 'cause I ain't been to bed. Gonna have my name cut into a stone when I lay my head. No rest for the wicked, at least for a few